Can start now.
Okay. What are your experiences as a swimmer and coach?
I was national squad for the Hong Kong junior team, the triathlon team. And before that, I was an athlete, but also until now, I'm still an amateur athlete doing mainly long distance races, marathon, adventure race, trail running race, cycling race, anything involve swim, bike, and run. That's my interest.
Yeah. Alright.
Are you recording it?
Yeah, I'm recording it. What benefits, both physically and mentally, does it give for an athlete?
Okay, so let's talk about the physical side first.
Yeah.
All right. Of course, if you're being an athlete, you have better cardio fitness.
Yeah.
You have, if you're a swimmer, you have better flexibility, right? And also you have better endurance if you're doing long distance sports such as long run, triathlon, and cycling event.
Yeah.
And for the mental side, I'll say that in general speaking, athletes have a stronger mindset compared to like general people, and they have a very result-orientated mind.
Yeah.
Because we need to set goal during our training. We need to know what we want to achieve, what is our goal, and then work step by step towards that. So as an athlete, if you are a competitive athlete, you have a more strong mindset, you have more determinations and persistence compared to normal people.
Yeah, okay. Okay. What types of food should a swimmer focus on and avoid?
I would say it depends on your distance, right? We have short distance swimmer, we have long distance swimmer, but most of the people, they're doing swimming competition, the race distance is not too long, right? Unless you're doing like 800 meter or 1.5k, which is considered as long distance. But normally, you just need to eat healthy. You have to include a lot of carbohydrate in your dietary because that is the main energy source. And also you need to include protein as well because that's your building blocks for your muscle, for your body. Because every time after you train, you kind of like damage your body cell, your muscle cell, and you need protein to repair it, right? And dietary fiber, right? Make sure you have a good intestine, all right? So you can go to bathroom nice and easily, right? Keep you healthy, right? So I'll say like mainly carbohydrate, protein, and dietary fiber.
Okay. How can different choices of food affect a swimmer?
Oh, that is really, really important. Like food, it's just like the fuel in the car, all right? You need to put the right fuel in the car. Like if you are an endurance athlete, if you're doing long distance race, but you're eating a lot of protein and you don't have carbohydrate, you cannot sustain a long period of time, right? And basically it depends on what kind of training you do, and you need to make sure you have the right choice of food. Right? So as a swimmer, just like I mentioned before, more carbohydrate, protein, dietary fiber, that's it.
Okay, what kinds of food should a swimmer eat before training and after training?
This is a very good question. Like people different from people. All right. For me, I don't recommend my athlete to have like a big meal before the training, but definitely you need to eat something, right? Because for our training, it's long, 2 hours. Sometimes if you guys train longer, have a so-called detentions, maybe we train 2.5 hours. If you have an empty stomach, you don't have enough energy to sustain for that long period of time. But if you like, having a big pasta meal, having a McDonald's before the training, that's no good because it's going to make you feel sick when you're doing the training. And also, if you have a lot of food inside your stomach, all your blood will be drawn from your muscle to your stomach. And then you will feel you're really weak and you don't have that energy to continue the exercise. So I'll suggest maybe a glass of juice maybe a yogurt, maybe some fruit. Sorry, how to pronounce it?
Fluid.
No.
Fruit.
Fruit. Yeah. Apple, banana, easy to digest, but give you carbohydrate for the training. Maybe also you can have a glass of hot chocolate milk. Not a bad idea for this kind of cold weather now.
Yeah.
All right. And after training, of course, you need to replenish your the fluid lost during your training, because actually you're sweating when you're swimming, but you don't really aware of it. So during training, also you drink constantly with sport drinks. After training, I'll suggest maybe a glass of milk, because like I said before, when you train, you're damaging your body cell, your muscle cell, so you need to have some protein to replenish, to repair your body cell, which is the milk can give you that. It's full of protein. And you can have a pasta afterwards, something healthy, right? Mashed potato, right?
Okay. What are the main focuses in order to improve your swim time?
What are the main focuses in order to improve your swimming time? Well, there's no shortcut in sport, right? If you want to improve your swimming time, first thing is you need to train regularly. Right? And then after that, if you train regularly and you still find that your swimming time haven't improved it yet, then you may need to do some analysis about your swimming technique, because swimming is a very technical sport, okay? It's not only about your muscle, not only about your power, it's also about your technique. If you have a good technique, a young small girl can swim faster than a bodybuilder, right? So it doesn't matter like how strong you are if you don't have the good technique. So I'll suggest you find a coach to look at your swimming technique and see which part you need to improve. What is your weaknesses and what is your strength? Is it because your kicking is too weak, so that's why you can't swim faster? Or is because you don't have enough muscle on your arm, so that even you have a strong kick, but you cannot pull hard every time when you swim? Right? So stroke analysis and more, I would say like technique work, like doing drills, swimming drills. All right.
What should the average duration of a swim training be? What's like the optimal time to help improve your swim time?
You mean the duration of each training session?
Yeah.
Like depends on your ability, whether you are a beginner or you're a competitive swimmer, right? If you are a competitive swimmer like yourself, I recommend 2 hours at least to 2.5 hours, right? Because you know that in each training session we have warm up, right? We need to have stretching. We need to, after we jump in the pool, we have another little warm-up swim. Then we do a little bit of drill. Then we do some swimming set, some speed set. And then we do some maybe diving. And then we do cool-down swim, right? So we have to make sure that you guys have enough time. So 2 hours to 2.5 hours will work. Anything less than that, probably a little bit rush.
And how many times a week would you recommend?
If you're a competitive swimmer, at least 5 times a week, right?
5 times?
5 times a week, yeah. That is almost like a standard now for a competitive swimmer. Because the more you swim, the better you will be, right? Like most of the people, if you want to choose this sport as your career, if you want to become a competitive athlete in that sport, you have to invest a lot of time in that, all right? That is no amateur, right? You're a competitive swimmer, right?
What about for like beginning athletes?
For the beginning? What do you mean like beginning athlete? Like when they just start swimming?
Like
the durations?
No, like people who want to like start triathlon, but like they've already learned how to swim, stuff like that, but they're not like really competitive.
So they want to start triathlon, but they're not competitive. Maybe they want to like do their first triathlon. I would say like twice a week will be enough. One sessions during the week will be mainly focusing on the technique work, right, to improve your weaknesses, doing a lot of drills, right, and then another day of your training will be focusing on long distance, improve your endurance.
And then any other like factors you have to follow in order to have a stronger, more satisfying time.
All right, I don't quite understand what
Yeah.
you mean. Like factor. Okay, maybe explain to me.
Like what other things can you consider when like trying to improve your swim time?
You mean technical wise or like physical ability, mentally,
Anything.
anything in your swimming time? You mean in the
Yeah.
competitions?
Yeah.
All right. So
Even
first
in
of all,
training.
even in training, all right. First of all, you have to understand what is your strength.
Yeah.
Right. Some people they're natural born a sprinter. All right. If they're natural born a sprinter, it's no point to put he or she into long distance swim.
Right.
And the other way around as well. If you're natural born a distance swimmer, then it's no point to train you into a sprinter doing like 50 meters, 100-meter event. Right. So
yeah.
first of all, you have to know what is your ability. All right? And then you know your weaknesses as well. All right. Because by turning your weaknesses into your strength, that means you will improve a lot.
Yeah.
Right? And also you need to know what stroke you're good at. Some people they're good at butterfly, breaststroke.
Yeah.
Some people they're good at freestyle and backstroke. Some people they're very unique. They are very even. All right.
Yeah.
They can do freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly. Then they
Yeah.
can do IM swim. All right. So you have to know your ability. This is very important.
Yeah.
And second is equipment is very important as well. Okay, like if you're going into a competition, make sure you have some competitive style swimming costume.
Yeah.
All right, instead of wearing like a board short,
Yeah.
like a saggy swimming old swimming
Yeah.
short that create a lot of drag.
Yeah.
All right, and yeah, just practice more with the real situation. Train
Yeah.
like you're racing. All right, like diving, like turning, how you do your underwater
Yeah.
kicking. Right, all this tiny detail can save you 1, 2, 3 seconds in the race.
Yeah.
Right, you have to be competition orientated.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And
你好，好凍啊。
last question.
Okay.
What strokes are best? Like in training, what strokes do you recommend to like improve like your freestyle?
Interesting question. What stroke are best to develop your freestyle?
Yeah.
All right. Like, I mean, like freestyle is already a stroke, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
there's no other stroke. If you ask me this question, I'll probably say backstroke. Backstroke can help your freestyle.
Yeah.
Basically, backstroke and freestyle they're very similar. All right. If you can swim backstroke, not too bad. Your backstroke will not be too bad as well. So I'll
Yeah.
say you can do backstroke to help your freestyle.
Yeah.
For the drill, first thing I would say is kicking. You have to do a lot of kicking, right?
Okay.
Kicking is a game changer. If you can do a fast kick, it will help you a lot in freestyle, and it's almost directly proportion. Like how fast you can kick is almost directly proportion to how fast you can swim. All right.
Right.
If you kick slow, you swim slow. If you kick fast, you can swim fast. So do
Yeah.
a lot of kicking, and then I'll say do a lot of single arm drill as well, because most of the time when we're doing freestyle, you swim with both arms. But actually, most of the time we have muscle imbalance.
Yeah.
Okay, that's normal. That is totally normal
Yeah.
for everyone. But we just don't know about it, especially when we swim two arms together. And if you can swim one arm, doing a lot of one arm drill, you can find that probably one arm is better than the other arm.
Yeah.
So by doing that, you know that what is your your weaknesses.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe left arm is weaker, all right? Maybe your left arm is not gliding long enough, right?
Yeah.
So all these details, it can tell you only after you do single arm drill,
Right.
right? Yeah, pretty much like that.
Okay. Thank you.